Alright, so I know I said that, it was going to be the last time I let the forge a few videos ago. But I had an idea. It's been raining for a bit today, so it's actually not too bad to light the forge today. And this is actually hopefully going to be a really cool idea that will hopefully work really well. Today we're going to try and make some Mokume Gain. Now this is sort of a passing thought. I've been trying to work out, I don't want to give away too much, but I've been trying to work out something, and part of this process was maybe having a look at Mokume Gain and seeing what I can do with Mokume Gain. Now what is Mokume Gain? It's basically like Damascus or pattern welded steel, except it's made with non-ferrous metals. Mokume Gain basically means wood grain metal or burl metal. Now I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to Mokume Gain. I'm completely new to this, but hopefully we'll be able to create something out of what we have today. So for this project we have our little clamp jig thing. This is two pieces of 15 and 20, and in between it is a bunch of non-ferrous metal just all wedged in there. Now this still has to be coated with a nice liberal coat of borax and water. We're going to do that in just a sec, but I'll tell you where I got all of my supplies. So this is brass and copper, basically just brass and copper stacked up inside it. The copper is copper wiring, which I got from the back end of some TVs. The old dome screened TVs with the massive backs. They often have I think people often refer to it as a yoke, and it's just basically 4 of these setups. I've obviously cut this one to get the copper for this. I didn't want to use too much because I wasn't entirely sure whether or not this will work. It seems that the copper has some kind of plastic coating on it. I'm not sure how well that's going to affect this. Essentially, making Mokume Gain is meant to be easier than making Damascus because you're working with lower temperatures, because everything that isn't ferrous or containing iron, a lot of those sorts of metals melt at a much lower temperature than steel. So hopefully this should be easier. I have no idea. We're gonna give this a shot and hopefully we'll end up with something really good. Hopefully. I really hope this works. Alright, so that should work. Okay, so this is one of those don't try this at home moments. Not entirely sure what caught fire there, but it's letting off a lot of black smoke, so I'm going to put that out and say that this is probably not going to work. Not in this way anyway. Okay, so now to answer the question that nobody has asked, but you're probably wondering. Hey Tim, have you ever almost killed yourself doing one of your projects? There could have been a few times. Yep. This might have been one of them. Anyway, that was a complete failure. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back to this. I will come back to it. I'm just going to come back to it with a little bit more knowledge behind me, and probably some like proper materials, like actual plate, not coated in possibly plastic. Yeah, that was a thing. Remember to stay safe, happy crafting, and as always, cheers.